So like I can't stop looking at myself. And that's a problem. That's definitely a problem. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kanyisi Lindumo for those of you that are new here, and for all my returning subscribers, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm filming a foundation review. Today I'm filming the NYX Born to Glow foundation. It looks like this. It comes in a little tube like this. I'm so excited to film this review because this isn't a matte, demi matte, semi matte, velvet matte. This is not a matte foundation at all. This is a radiant glowy natural radiant foundation, dewy on the dewy side, guys. So I'm really excited to film this video, and I did try it out, I don't want to lie, because I did film this review earlier on this week, but I didn't like it, so that's why I'm refilming it. And I'm just gonna, actually I'm making a more educated opinion on the foundation now, because I used it a couple of times during the week, and yeah, so I'll be able to tell you a little more about the foundation as well, which is good. I'm just gonna put the foundation on the back of my hand like so. I think this is a generous pump, so I'm just gonna, I forgot to prime.
You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
Let's quickly prime. I'm just gonna use my sorbet primer. I'm just gonna do what I normally do to prime, because I want to give this foundation a fair shot, so keeping everything pretty much the same in my routine, so that I can see whether or not I really like it or not. Just gonna quickly prime. And then I'm gonna spray my face. Tap that in. And now I'm gonna go in with the foundation. Just gonna put like that, right? And then I'm gonna tap it in using a brush. I use a brush to basically distribute the foundation, because I do go in later with the beauty blender to get rid of any streaks. But with this foundation, it blends out very well with the brush. I'm in the color Nutmeg. I was kind of like dreading having to get this foundation because there are no testers available right now because of the pandemic. So you have to just buy a foundation without trying it on first in person, which was kind of scary for me, but it worked out fine. It worked out well actually, because I like the shade. It looks radiant and glowy, but it's not oily. It doesn't look oily, and the website says that it's both. It could be for dry and oily skin. I see that, because honestly it doesn't feel oily, doesn't look oily. So even if your skin is oily, I don't think it would have a large impact on that. I do get oily around my nose during the day, and I've used it a couple of times to know that it doesn't create any excessive oils. It holds well. It really holds well. on this side of my face it even covered a lot more because the dark spots aren't as dark this side, and they're not as many as well. So it did a really good job at covering this side more than it did this side. But that just means that for the places where I still have a lot of marks showing, I just add in a little bit of foundation, but not too much. So I'm gonna do that now. Just doing it on this side. Gone. And just a bit on my forehead. And this is how my skin is looking afterwards. I like it. I love the finish. I love the color. I like how I look and how it feels on the skin. It does not feel heavy. I forgot to mention in the beginning of the video that this foundation is 130 rand, and for 130 rand I am getting a lot, okay? And this is coming from someone who's worn it on a normal day. So I've worn it for about 8-10 hours long, and it really held up well. It will create smile lines, but I think most foundations from the drugstore, smile lines are just something that happened. And not just drugstore, some high-end foundations also still I get fine lines from that. But other than that, it's good. And I mean, I have worn it with a mask on, and I'll insert a picture of me wearing the foundation and I had taken off the mask. All I did was just blot and just take that picture, so I will insert that. So like in the first video I took, I tried out the foundation with the Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer, because I figured this foundation is radiant and this concealer is matte, very matte, and hard to blend if you're not fast enough. So I just wanted to see how they would work together, and they worked really well. So I'm just going to do the same thing today and use that Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer. See? This concealer, like, okay, I like it, but it's just, you work in sections, okay? If you don't want any problems, work in sections so it can blend out. Don't put concealer all over. I love the coverage. It's just, you have to be careful. And if you have dry skin, stay away. Don't even try it. It will cling onto your dry areas, so don't use it if you have dry skin. Do yourself a favor, even with this foundation. So let me just do that. See, it looks pretty. Just with this foundation, it worked better. It really does. So I wouldn't use it with a matte foundation. I would use it with this concealer. I would use it with radiant foundations, so that the two can work off each other, you know. Also, a little goes a long way with this concealer, which is good. It is good, so you won't be using up all your concealer. And this is the foundation with the concealer. I think they work really well together. I didn't want to restock on the concealer because I wasn't too sure about it, but now I'll definitely restock on it because it works really well with this foundation. And I feel like if you get a concealer that is also not hydrating, you should get a concealer that's hydrating because your under eye needs it. But if I get a concealer that's on the dewy side, doesn't finish matte, I think it might be a little too much of that for my face. Maybe for dry skin then it will definitely work, but for me it would be a little too much oil, too much glowy, too much radiance. But this combo, this is a working combo, and I do suggest you guys try it. The concealer is also going for 130, so together you get them for 260. And for a concealer and a foundation combo, that is very affordable. And NYX being a brand that is more on the higher price spectrum in the drugstore, it's a bargain. Okay, it's amazing. I mean, 230 is probably one of their other foundations prices, so I would definitely give this combo a try. Let me just finish the rest of my face off camera, and I'll be back to tell you guys my final thought. Before I go any further, I forgot to let you guys know how I picked my shade. Because I couldn't get any I couldn't use any testers in the shop, I had to take a guess and find the right shade. But I didn't do all the guessing. I actually used a website to do the guessing for me. I used www.foundation.com. I will leave it down in the description box, and I'll write it down here for you guys so you can see it. I gave them a list of the foundations that I have and my shade, my shades in those foundations. So I gave them my MAC, my Bobbi Brown, my Estee Lauder, and my Lancome foundation shades. I didn't give them a drugstore foundation shade because I don't know why I didn't do that. That would have been the most obvious thing to do, but I didn't. But I did give them those shades, and then they were able to match me to Nutmeg, and I think it's a pretty good match, I must say. So you guys can definitely use that website to look for your shade as well. And I'll definitely be using that website in the near future to shop around for foundations, since we can't be testing anymore. And I think if it works out well, this could be like the new thing for me, because it is such a hassle trying to look for a foundation shade. But yeah guys, don't forget foundation.com. I'll leave it down in the description box. Alright guys, so I am done with my face. Yeah guys, and this is how I'm looking. I love this foundation. I think it is everything it says and more. More in a sense that it is instantly lovable. I loved it the minute I put it on my face. So I mean, the color is perfect. I think the color is perfect for my skin. It works really well with that Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer. I was kind of side-eyeing that concealer because I felt like it was hard to blend since it dried down so fast, and I had to work in sections. I had to be in a rush when I'm using it. But with this foundation, I think we got a winner. We have a killer combo. My setting powders and everything, I use what I use normally, and it works well. I think we have a winner. I'm liking my face today. I'm really liking my face. I think my skin looks good. It feels like that I don't have anything on my face. I don't feel like, of course, I mean, it is not a matte foundation, so it doesn't feel like a matte foundation, but this is very lightweight, which I like, which I love. It's very lightweight, and also the coverage is amazing. I don't I don't speak too highly of drugstore coverage because you do have to build a lot with some foundations in order to get the coverage that I like. But with this one, I liked it. I I really liked it. I liked the coverage. I like how it looked when you build it up and how it feels on my skin. Like, I'm obsessed with this foundation, and I wonder if it will be good for summer. It would be nice if it's good for summer, winter right now. I think it would be perfect, as well as spring. I think it will be perfect. I would like to see how it's gonna look in December, because it's hot in Pretoria. It's crazy hot in Pretoria, but it might work really well. It has a lot of colors as well. I'm in love. Do you guys like? You guys like? Okay guys, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you guys will get this foundation. Tell me how you like this foundation. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.